Hello!
Hi guys!
Welcome back!
It's another episode of the Commercial Boys.
The Commercial Boys!
We back.
I'm Commercial Boy Dan.
I'm Commercial Boy Jacob.
Welcome to Uncle Majic, Part 2.
The eagerly awaited, highly anticipated sequel to the best-selling hit, Uncle Majic Part 1.
It's been several months.
Yeah, shit, it has been a long-ass time.
Do you remember how Uncle Majic Part 1 ended?
I vaguely recall something to do with the Jesus-y Corp.
Yeah, okay, so we watched Uncle Majic commercials, we looked at the Uncle Majic app.
Which I don't understand why that exists.
It's really incredible how bad it is. But then we scrolled down to the bottom of the app, and it said that it was a sprinkle of Jesus Corp.
I don't understand what I still have. Well, I guess I wasn't too worried or intrigued because I didn't do any independent research to find out what Jesus Corp was.
I did a bunch of research.
He did so much. I get a text today. Do you want to record more pods? Sure. And he said, okay, I'll be over soon. I have to gather my notes. And I was so scared.
I feel like all of this is setting this up to be like a really mind-blowing and good story, so I just want to say up front that I had like 6 months to figure this out, and I still barely know what's going on.
Does that mean it's a good, like, so good it takes more than 6 months worth of research? Is that what that means?
It probably means that it is like a nothing story, and it took
There's no connection.
I'm not going to reveal anything. So I guess Let's just get right into it.
Let's watch a commercial.
Okay, well, that's the thing I wanted to mention up front. This is going to be a weird episode.
Are we not watching a commercial?
There aren't going to be that many commercials.
Are we jumping the carp already?
We're We're way over the carp at this point.
Oh no.
I'm not saying there are going to be zero commercials. I'm just saying it's not necessarily going to be the most commercial heavy thing.
As long as they live up to the name.
Yeah.
You gotta center yourself.
I gotta get centered. So, as soon as the episode ended, I did a little bit of digging, and I found, this is just some fun facts about Uncle Majic. I found a New York Times article called...
Uncle Majic?
Called
you got a write-up?
He did. Called A Tribute to Ads That Made an Impression and Then Wouldn't Leave. Okay, so just some fun facts. Uncle Majic made the commercial. He got it done. A friend did it for him for $500.
Why am I not surprised?
He lied about being the one celebrities call for their kids' birthday parties.
Also, why am I not surprised?
His rationality was that if he says that he's the one that celebrities call for their kids' birthday parties,
everyone's gonna want him.
Celebrities would just call him for their kids' birthday parties.
My question is, who is the one that kids call for their celebrities' birthday parties? For their kid, who is the one that celebrities call for their kids?
Who is the actual hip-hop magician that celebrities call if it isn't Uncle Majic?
Yeah, because I'm sure the market isn't
that
saturated. Ah, shit, should have known.
He intentionally spelled magic wrong so that people would be like, look, this dude doesn't know how to spell magic.
I sure hope he spelled it wrong. Like, oh, that's why he did it?
Right, but it was like a publicity choice.
He thought that people would call him out.
Yeah.
That's why that's such a weird way to get people to call you out. Like, that's such a weird avenue towards, like, all publicity is good publicity.
Well, everything about the commercial is very weird in a way that I think is designed to drum up attention.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about it now, and I'm sure we're not the only people who are talking about it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like a post, like, after the fact rationalization that, like, every decision he made was like a genius marketing move, but that's
like the Donald Trump presidential campaign.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Like, since it worked, therefore
it's all
everything that happened was smart.
You cannot question it.
And then also he wants a reality TV show about a hip hop magician who grew up in the hard streets of Brooklyn.
I don't think that's how reality. You don't get to do like a recap
in his
of your life.
Escape him. Okay, yeah. So here's the outline for the reality TV show that Uncle Majic wanted.
It sounds more like a drama.
Almost 10 years ago.
Oh, God.
Poor kid from the projects in East New York becomes a party performer to the stars, but can never really break free from his roots.
That's a drama. That's not how reality TV
It's
works.
his reality.
You don't get like
The drama is in reality.
You don't get flashbacks in a reality TV show. You just show your life.
Also, Uncle Majic in this article is being interviewed by Rhett and Link.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, maybe I should have mentioned that.
Way to fucking bury the lead.
Here, look in this picture. That's Rhett and Link.
There they are. Holy shit. I didn't know they were big enough in 2011 to get, like, a write-up, to write up someone else in the New York Times.
Well, in 2011, I think this was the time that Rhett and Link were, like, making commercials for small businesses. Like the Chuck Testa, Nope.
Yeah. Nope. Chuck Testa.
That's them.
Okay.
So I think that's why they were the ones who
Writing
were
it
called
up.
on to do this.
That's so funny, though. I mean, I was never, like, big on Rhett and Link. I've seen some of their videos, but, like, I feel like they're, like, a now thing. I don't think of them as having existed back 6 years ago. 7 years ago.
I think of them as only having existed, like, 6 years ago.
I'm pretty sure they still have, like, millions of
I think they
subscribers
just
on YouTube.
have Wix commercials now.
That's
what
the
they
big
do most.
time, isn't it?
Good for them. But that's all I've seen them do.
That's so funny.
Anyway, also the commercial had no script. The Uncle Majic commercial.
What do you mean it had no script?
It had no script. The
Did they
cameras
just-
rolled and Uncle Majic yelled and then they pieced it together
They
in post.
just put him in front of a green screen and said, go.
How is that surprising?
I don't know, I feel like there was some cohesive vision to that commercial.
I'm the one that celebrities call for their kids' birthday.
There's something
party.
about it. I feel like there was some thought that went behind it in the pre-production stage. Definitely a lot of thought went in the editing stage.
Magic.
But you're telling me that thought only went into it during the editing stage, and that's surprising to me. Like, the lines seemed very specifically rehearsed. Not done well, not performed well, but they definitely seem rehearsed.
That's the pure skill.
Of Uncle Majic is to seem rehearsed but not proficient.
That he is freestyling. That's hip-hop.
Off the dome.
Freestyling off the dome. I want to look at some reviews for the Uncle Majic app.
Why?
Just because some of them are funny.
Okay, let's do it then. I like funny things.
I'm using my phone to record right now, and then I'm also going to look up the reviews on my phone.
So we better hope the audio from my phone comes out clean.
So this is going to be a nightmare.
Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry if you're listening to this, just in general.
I was gonna say, yeah, not just because of this. Just sorry if you are listening.
Yeah, so reviews for the Uncle Majic app.
Read them to me, please.
Hey, yo, this app is trash. 1 star out of 5.
Hey, yo, this app is trash. Good start.
This app really garbage, bro. Like, why is this a thing?
I think I said exactly why is this a thing during our last podcast.
Get the app. 5 stars.
So conflicting messages.
Uncle Majic is the reincarnation or Jesus Christ himself.
Uh-oh, is that like foreshadowing for what we're about to do a deep dive into?
Lima Bean, 5 stars. My papa would like this for his party. Big B, brad. Come
What?
on, Diz.
What?
It's like the big B.
Oh, it's like the
It's the
red
big deep fried bee.
Deep fried bee. My poopo. Oh yeah, that is how you. It just says lima bean. Can you crop this, put this as an image on the YouTube video
Yeah,
version?
sure. I'll let you see this.
Yeah, I want people
Audience.
to actually see what this lima bean ass review is.
I thought I trusted you, Uncle Majic. 1 star. I thought you were the one celebrities called for their kids' birthday parties. This app is terrible and disappointing.
That one's in all caps.
It is in all caps.
So it's a yelly one. There's a long ass one.
There's
That's
a
a rant.
long-ass one.
That one's a rant, or is it a glowing recommendation?
It's 4 stars out of 5.
That's not bad. So I feel like we're getting very mixed reviews.
Who's your favorite uncle?
Jeremy is the only one alive right now.
Jesus Christ, dude.
So he wins, but not just by default.
I'm gonna read the long review,
Do it, please.
and maybe I'll cut it out when I edit this.
Yeah, if it's not good, totally cut it.
Uncle Majic, of course. But in all seriousness, this app brought me closer to God.
Oh no! Why are the good ones always Jesus?
Praying emoji. Uncle Magic's magic tricks are professionally done. His charming smile lights up my world, and
1 minute later.
Oh,
whenever
God.
I'm low, I watch the Uncle Majic infomercial. the 2010 version, to bring me back to simpler times.
What feels like several years later.
Uncle Majic is truly a gift from Jesus himself.
So was
Hearts.
that, like, ironic?
I wish I could rate 5 stars, but I miss his clown persona.
Okay. So I'm assuming that's ironic, but also maybe someone else did, like, a deep dive and discovered his Jesus connection.
I'm like halfway done.
Oh, God, I thought that was it!
And now, a personal letter to Uncle Majic.
Oh, no!
Dearest Uncle Majic, you make me swoon whenever you make snow cones. The cold exterior of the snow cones are the complete opposite of your love warm for the heart. magical arts is as big as my love
Magical arts is
for your work. As my kids would say,
You're lit,
and I hope Jesus will let this happen. I cry myself to sleep knowing you are not beside me. I can do no better than him, but I have you. One day I will. With love and admiration, Margaret.
Okay, good for Margaret.
4 stars.
How is that not... What is 5 stars for her?
She misses the clown persona.
Oh, okay. So as long as anything has a clown persona, it's 5 stars?
Well, it's a necessary ingredient. I think the clown persona counts as 1 star, and then all the
okay.
Jesus stuff is 4 stars.
So iPhones lack a clown persona and therefore are 4 stars.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. As long as she's consistent.
Assuming that the iPhones also have, like, Jesus built into
Jesus.
them. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Okay. So, looking at the app, there's some sort of connection to Jesus. I don't know what it is.
It explicitly attracts Jesus followers.
Yeah. So
Jesus people. I think they're called Christians.
Jesus people. What are they called again? Followers of Christ.
Catholics.
Christish.
Christish.
Chrislam. I don't.
Jews. I don't know.
So I went to the Sprinkle of Jesus website.
Oh, okay, that was
Seemed
smart.
like the logical thing to do, right?
Yeah.
So I'm poking around. There's a lot of sections. It looks like it's well designed on the surface.
Yeah,
but,
I'm
like,
looking at it now. It
it's
looks
weird
decent.
the more that you explore it. Here,
looks
let me show you the
decently sleek.
homepage. I don't want to.
It looks like someone made it in Wix, but it's got some nice graphic design.
I think that it explicitly says that it is a Wix website somewhere. Anyway, you're correct. It definitely looks like a Wix website at the very least. Yeah, it's pretty well designed, but like it's weird. Like some things look like they should be clickable, but they aren't.
Oh yeah, anything that's underlined.
And then you go to them, and we just stumbled upon prayer requests.
Also an ad, win $10 million.
Yeah. So you can give your name and email, and then a prayer request,
And it goes
send
straight
it to, them.
Jesus.
And there's also an ad to
win $10 million.
get a computer virus and give away a lot of money.
No, it says win 10 million. I think you misread that.
You're right. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
So anyway, all that to say, the website is sort of well designed. Anyway, I stumbled upon this article in the magazine section. The first thing I clicked on was
Relationship
and sex.
Which makes sense in Sprinkle of Jesus. That is what Jesus talked about predominantly, was relationships and sex.
I left same-sex romance for love. So we're off to a bad start.
No. Rachel Gilson. Bad article.
Yeah, and then there's this very problematic article.
Do you have any excerpts?
I'm gonna have to look for some.
Can we flame whoever wrote this and feel good about ourselves?
Let's flame him. Let's put him on blast a little bit. Okay, so there's this paragraph. This finds for the whole thing is really weirdly written. Basically, the message is just like, I'm gay, but I don't act gay, so that's okay.
That's how God would have wanted it.
This finds force especially in the realm of sexuality, where boundaries are cast as repressions that strangle the true self. Because I still experience but don't pursue same-sex attractions, the world calls me foolish, like someone trying to dam the Mississippi with popsicle sticks. They see a no to those attractions as too feeble to hold back their desires.
I mean...
And they're right.
Okay.
That no is too weak to resist what naturally wells up within me. But the better authenticity Jesus Christ has revealed to me is strong enough to withstand and overcome, because it woos me away.
This is really weirdly
Like, what
written.
does that even mean?
It's... I feel like if I wasn't thinking and just heard the words and not like the sentence construction, I'd be like, interesting. This is written with some like interesting prose that is like well crafted. but like just the sentences don't make sense at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
They're bad. Beside for the messaging being bad.
Very much like the layout of this website. At first glance, it seems sophisticated and sleek, but the more you think and explore, the more you're like,
what is going on?
I was born into rebellion. A spiritual stillbirth.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's a really bad way to refer to, being gay.
This is all bad.
Yeah, it's hard to find, succinct little phrases that put it together just because it's all so verbose and weird. But, okay, so we're on Sprinkle of Jesus for about 5 minutes. We found a weird homophobic article about how it's okay to be gay as long as you don't act on your
it's
impulses.
The song Turn It Off from Book of Mormon.
Yeah, essentially, yes. We gotta go to the section labeled commercials.
Oh, yeah, that's why we're here. That's what we're doing with this podcast.
Commercials. Providing opportunity for Christian business owners to grow.
Oh, I think I found a connection.
Yeah, you think.
Oh, I don't like the way you said that.
So we're just gonna watch the first video on their website. Yeah, I would say you could go to sprinkleofjesus.com and then go to the commercial section.
Obviously,
I'll also just link you right to the YouTube video.
Obviously, turn ad blocker on. Don't give them money.
Don't give them money. When you send in your prayer requests, make sure that you're not getting that ad because then they getting paid.
And that's not what we want.
So yeah, we're gonna watch I think a commercial for commercials is what we're about to watch.
We were already gone way too meta.
Here we go. All right.
It seems like it's a competition, I think. So what I gleaned from the commercial, and you can tell me if I'm way off base, is that
I probably won't know.
Sprinkle of Jesus is or at least Sprinkle of Jesus commercial group is a group that allows Christians an opportunity to get advertise their small business through them.
At Sprinkle of Jesus, we are dedicated to the growth of small businesses. Once a year, we pick 30 Christian entrepreneurs to be featured on the big screen with us.
They find Jesus folks and Christians, I think, we established they're called Christians.
I think we settled on Chrislam.
Chrislam, you're right, I apologize. They find a bunch of Chrislam entrepreneurs. They find the best ones, and it seems like they pay their advertising fees, and their commercials get advertised in the tri-state area.
In New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut.
On big time networks.
On some of your favorite networks.
Like MTV and Oxygen.
Like MTV, VH1, Oxygen, OWN.
And the things that I don't watch, but that some people do.
To over 20 million people.
Yeah, I think that more or less you are correct about that. Sprinkle of Jesus seems to be a big organization that gives resources to Christian small business owners.
Yeah, and I mean,
this commercial was them telling you
to submit your ads.
You, Christian small business owner, I think you submit your company, and then they make an ad.
Oh, and then they make the ad for you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
And we can go and watch some of those ads.
Let's do it, because this ad for ads was not great. It was kind of slapshot.
Right, yeah. Let's talk about the actual content. So
I forgot that's what we do.
Yeah, right. So in case you didn't get the chance to watch, it's this woman, I forget what she says her name is.
My name's Faith.
Her name is Faith, which is way too on the
hilarious.
nose.
Okay. Her name is Faith. She looks like an artificial intelligence.
She looks like everyone I met at Washington and Lee.
Her face moves, her eyebrows move, but
her hands move.
It doesn't really seem to be at all related to what she's saying or what emotions she's trying to express, which is why... Yeah,
there's nothing that goes on behind the eyes.
I feel like she has a circuit board where her brain should be. And she's just basically imparting the information that me and Jake just said.
And the editing is fine.
It's like a YouTube video. It's just one person talking to a camera with a couple of cuts
and
in between
some
sentences.
Music in the background.
Some YouTube audio library music.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's actually watch what they make. So they offer two services. You can have a group television commercial, and that is basically you have a small line in a commercial for a lot of businesses.
Oh, okay.
Or a solo television commercial, which is a
your
more
business
traditional,
is
just 30 seconds
personal,
of you talking about your business.
Uh-huh.
So let's watch an example of group commercial. We are on the same page, the commercial section of A Sprinkle of Jesus.
Oh Holy cow, that is 30 seconds, and I've never seen a denser 30-second commercial on this podcast. I don't think I've ever seen a commercial that dense, regardless of time, regardless of what, like, time in my life I'm watching it.
Uh-huh.
Like, holy cow, there's so much to say there. Like, there is not just Uncle Majic, but, like, this company seems to cater predominantly to people of color and minorities. And there's, like, a weird intersection of, like, Christlum and, like, the minority communities going on there. There's someone mentioned, like, it's not just a clothing brand, it's a lifestyle.
You're my clothing, where you're not just wearing a name, but a lifestyle.
Which is something I've heard espoused a lot, especially from, like, Jake Paul, that guy who went to, like, the suicide forest in Japan and was like, look at that dead body! So, just, I don't know where these ideas are coming from, but all of these bad ideas, like, seem to intersect here, and it's really interesting.
Well, to just talk a little bit about the format of the commercial, it opens up with this woman. Her name is Dana Chanel.
You caught that? Oh, it's on the
No, she doesn't say her name here, but through my extensive research, this is Dana Chanel. She is the CEO of Sprinkle of Jesus.
Oh, okay.
And she just basically says, hey, this is Sprinkle of Jesus. We can help you reach a wider audience.
At Sprinkle of Jesus, we believe that God wants us to be wealthy.
Essentially. And then the rest of the commercial is just like a couple of seconds of all these people just really basically only having time.
This guy.
Right, yes, this is who I'm trying to find. This dude.
Are they where they say they are? Track your interest.
We gotta go down the rabbit hole.
I did. I looked it up.
Oh, thank God.
I watched this commercial and had the same response, like, whoa, tell me more about this.
Can we just talk about who that guy is? He is a man who is aggressively letting us know that we can track people.
Right, yeah, everyone on the commercial has a big smile on their face. They're happy to be there.
They're selling hair care products.
Shop Conceited Hair Company.
Lifestyle clothing brands.
Unashamed apparel.
Nail care.
Yeah,
body
they're
care,
all very welcoming and warm. And then this dude is just, are they where they say they are? Track your interests.
Track your interests.
His business
Interests being people. He refers to people as interests, like there's some, like, hedge fund that you manage.
So the lower third in his little piece, rt1gps.com is his business. I went to it. It sells little GPS trackers that you can put on the bottom of a car and covertly track where someone's going. Which is...
spy shit.
It's spy shit, yeah. Which is a weird thing for Sprinkle of Jesus to be okay with.
They don't seem
being
to care.
gay. No.
Tracking
Spying?
people without their knowledge.
Mwah.
Perfect. Exactly what Sprinkle of Jesus is going for.
Yes.
Because they select. They don't let just anyone advertise. They say explicitly that they only select 25 companies for these group ads and 20 companies for the solo ads, which begs the question, who are they rejecting? If they're like, tracker guy, spy guy, you're in.
That's an excellent question. Well, you'll notice that Uncle Majic isn't in this.
Well, that's because you got a solo ad, no?
I can't find him anywhere on this website.
And he's like the big break for Sprinkle
That's what I would think, right? That
he's
Uncle
the
Majic
success story. He made it big.
Right, yeah, wouldn't Uncle Majic be front and center?
He got a New York Times write-up.
Yeah, Uncle Majic is legit, but they don't... at least I couldn't find him anywhere on this website.
He's been expunged from the records.
Yeah, so I just want to say that was like a weird red flag to me.
So, homophobia, cool. Tracker, cool.
Hip-hop magicians.
What did Uncle Majic do that he is in bad taste for this company?
I'm not gonna reveal anything.
Oh my god, you know!
Okay. I'm not saying if the premise is correct or not, but I do have information that resolves a lot of these questions.
Okay.
So let's watch the solo commercial.
Yes, please.
This magic.
That quality on that commercial is really poor. The audio quality, bad. The Premiere font they use, generic.
It was not a good commercial. It was basically the exact same format as the commercial for the commercials. There's a red brick wall behind them, and it's two people talking about their clothing brand. Finally, believers in Christ can wear fashionable clothes.
So that believers just like you
could wear super cool apparel.
that express their faith in Jesus.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, fine. Like, inoffensive enough.
Yeah, whatever. The business is fine. It's just
The
not
two
a great
girls,
commercial.
inoffensive enough. The stock music they use sounds... My girlfriend Ash and I watch a lot of Disney food blog videos because we're going to Disney and we're very excited about it, and it keeps me happy when I am sad. The music they use in this commercial is a lot like the Disney food blog music videos, and that's what I took away from that commercial.
It's just like chimes. It's like aggressively upbeat.
That's what I need sometimes. I
Fair
put it on the background while I'm playing MLB The Show because I don't like listening to Matt Vasgersian prattle off some bullshit. That means nothing to nobody.
I have no idea what you just said. But from a technical perspective, this commercial is
Poor.
everything you said is true. It shakes in the beginning. The camera is like
I didn't even notice
shaking.
that.
It's very slightly. If you
Why
look
is
at the
it-
background, you can see.
Yeah, what? Just
Oh no,
put
you
it
know
on
what?
the
I think it's
tripod.
not shaking. I think it may be.
Autofocusing?
Yeah. That's
Put it on the
almost like-
tripod!
I mean, yeah. Well, yeah. And then also, there are people in the background.
And not
I don't know
autofocusing,
if you noticed.
auto-stabilizing.
Right.
Oh shit, yeah, there are.
There are people lurking in the. Also, there's like a finished meal in the background. Like, I don't understand what
Just get it
happened
out of shot.
where they just dragged these people into the studio
Get it out of frame.
and like just didn't bother to be like, hey, we can see you in the background of this commercial. These people, the Blossom Grace Partnership, I guess that's their name,
QQ for you.
are here for the commercial.
The
You gotta
video
move.
quality is so bad. The commercial quality is so bad, yet Sprinkle of Jesus' whole deal is that they empower small businesses to make commercials. What do they do that these guys can't do? Their video quality is piss poor. They don't even get people out of frame and who shouldn't be there. They don't know how to. They don't have a tripod, it would seem.
Yeah, well, I will say that it is prohibitively expensive just to have a quality camera and like a light
That's true.
that looks professional.
You know what? You're absolutely
which they
right.
have. It is not a great commercial at all. It's just one steady shot of these two women just
But it is
talking
a
about their
finished
business.
commercial,
But-
and I guess that's what they
And
provide.
if you have no technical ability and not a lot of money, I can see how this would be useful to you. Although I'm not clear on if you even have to pay for this.
That might be a perk.
Yeah, they might give some away and then like generally you pay them to make the commercial because they're making money somehow.
Yeah. Maybe they're not for profit.
I think that they're for profit
Okay.
because they sell classes. So actually, we can go to events.
Oh.
And then you can register for a workshop hosted by Dana Chanel, CEO of Sprinkle of
Can
Jesus.
you tell me what this workshop will teach me?
If we go to register,
Are we registering right now?
and then you got to go to make a payment.
Oh, okay. So that's where they make a profit.
Yeah. So they're definitely not completely non-for-profit. We know that. I think that I don't know where it was. I saw a clip of like one of the classes. It's basically Dana Chanel, or I presume sometimes it's another person standing in front of a room of small business owners, just espousing advice. She's a motivational speaker.
Okay.
She's the CEO and a motivational speaker. So that's essentially what you're paying for when you go to the workshop.
She is not talking about how to make a commercial.
No, I don't think that Sprinkle of Jesus' main thing is commercial making.
What is its main thing?
Yeah, I think it's just helping Christian business owners in a variety of ways.
I'm down. I'm down for that.
Sure. That's
Not down for
ain't
how they
nothing wrong
do
with
it.
that.
Not down for how they do it, but okay.
Yeah.
Upcoming millennial meetups.
Yeah,
that's cute.
Sure.
It's for millennials, Christians who feel oppressed, I guess.
I do get that impression that it's like finally a safe space where you're allowed to be Christian.
For Christlums,
the last place in America where you can be Christish.
Christish.
Yeah, so that is basically what my impression of Sprinkle of Jesus is.
So has this just been a deep dive into Sprinkle of Jesus? Let's get back to Uncle Majic if we can.
Yes, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Thank you.
Because I asked myself, well, what does this have to do with Uncle Majic? Why don't they advertise him? He's very famous. I feel like this would be a selling point. So I go to Uncle Magic's Facebook.
Who is this?
This is Uncle Majic. His real name is Nakia Rattray.
How did you find this?
I don't even remember, but I found it. So we can scroll through Uncle Magic's
life.
Facebook. Yeah, this is his whole life. I pulled out some select photos that I'll show you in a minute.
Oh,
but in his
boy.
profile picture and his cover photo
Is that him in a flak
for
jacket?
Nakia Rattray. In a what?
Flak jacket?
I don't know what, is that a bulletproof vest? Is that what flak jacket means?
I think a flak jacket is a bulletproof vest,
yeah,
but
that
either way, that's
appears to
what
be
he's wearing.
And he has a badge, so I don't know if he was...
A police officer, maybe.
I don't... Maybe. I don't know for a fact that that's not true. I don't think... From my research, my impression is that he's not...
Well, it lists here his profession as comedian.
Yeah, so I really don't think that he's an actual cop. I don't know where he got the costume. Maybe it was a shoot for a short film or something. I don't know. He posts a lot of pictures of money.
Good for him. Make it rain.
Here's Uncle Majic, a photo shoot wearing the vest. Here's his daughter. Some select photos I wanted to show you that I found.
I like these, by the way.
Is this one.
You say I change, I know I'm rich.
And the picture, it's a meme format, and then the picture is Uncle Majic looking at a clipboard.
I'm very confused by this language. I'm really confused for several reasons. The two words, the two sentence fragments, the two halves of
it could be
meme,
interpreted in a couple of different ways.
I don't know how they relate to one another. I don't know how you say I change, I know I'm rich. I'm sure there's a pun on change being like the money change.
Well, I think that it's supposed to be read, I know, comma, I'm rich. Like that's the change that has taken place.
Or maybe, you know what? No, I think it's...
Like, I've changed. Yeah, I'm richer now. That's the change.
I think, now that I'm looking at it, I think it's, you say I change, as in, you are telling me that I am just change, like pocket change, but I know that I am rich.
Oh, wow, that's an interpretation that I didn't even consider.
That's what a BA in English studies will get for you.
Okay, that's really canon now. That's officially what it means. Still doesn't explain why he's looking at a
clipboard.
He's kind of just like pensively looking at it.
What does a clipboard have to do with wealth?
Like, it's an empty office.
I was gonna say, also look at where he is. It's a bizarrely lit, like, open floor office plan.
Yeah, almost like where the Sprinkle of Jesus commercials were filmed.
Oh, jeez. I wonder if it could
And where Can You Find the Yellow Ball was filmed, too.
Oh,
it's got the same red brick background.
Yeah.
Open floor plan. But yeah, this particular picture, it's completely empty, and Uncle Majic is just looking at a clipboard.
You say I changed.
I don't know if he took this picture, because he's clearly not doing actual work, right? Like, what could he possibly actually
Who took that
be doing
picture
productive?
for him?
I don't know. So he had a photo shoot just to make this meme? I don't know. Here's another fun photo I found.
That bad meme.
On Uncle Magic's Facebook.
Okay, Dan. You want to take this one? You want to describe this image?
This is Uncle Majic wearing a denim vest, a white t-shirt, basketball
athletic
shorts,
yeah.
holding a fucking AK-47.
Not just an AK-47. What's in his left hand?
And he's also holding a pistol.
Yeah.
I don't know that this is an AK-47. I am a little libtard, so I could be wrong about the type of gun.
Person, yes.
But it's a big old gun. Uncle Magic's just got a smirk on his face.
He's pleased to be in the Sprinkle of Jesus offices with these two, at least really real-looking weapons.
Yeah, I don't. They're probably fake.
I want to believe they're fake.
It's probably from the shoot when Uncle Majic dressed up as a cop.
But
I thought that this was a weird thing for a children's party entertainer to post on Facebook. Anyway, there's also a video from Uncle Magic's Facebook that
Are there guns
I would like
involved?
to show you.
You've saved it.
Yes, I have saved it.
Hold on, go back up.
No.
Yes, we're going back up here. What is this?
What are you looking at?
What is that?
That's my dad holding a bunny.
Oh, okay.
And now I have to put it in the show notes.
Yeah.
Which I wanted to avoid.
Jason looks happy.
So now you can enjoy that. That's my dad holding a bunny.
Yeah.
I liked it. Okay, so here's Uncle Magic's video. So this was just a video on Uncle Magic's Facebook. It says, "We all got 24 hours in a day. I just choose to get money and serve God."
Two things that are not mutually exclusive.
I'm here to
make it rain,
to get money and serve
praise
God.
the Lord.
And I'm all out of money.
That means he's got to make more.
I know,
no
God
time
can
for
wait.
Jesus.
Okay, here we go.
Magic, 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 oh.
What a fucking cocksmoker.
What video did we just watch? I don't even know how to tell you to find this, listeners.
How did you find it?
Just go to Nakia Ratre's Facebook and look around. You'll get there eventually.
It's a video in which he laments not making $100,000 because he only made $45,000, then issues a quick shout out to a company that he owns.
Alakazam Advertising.
And generally is a prick.
He looks like he's on the verge of tears. He's like, guys, I didn't bring my A game today. I didn't make as much money as I wanted to. I wanted to make $100,000. I only made 45,000. Camera pans down, just a stack of cash sitting on his lap.
Maybe I'm a hater and a loser, but fuck you, man.
Yeah, no, it is
being a prick.
It is definitely not a great look.
What is that? There's although it does like cement home, that's not a phrase. It cements or like sends
brings home, yeah.
Anyway, the video kind of cements this idea. There was like a John Oliver expose like a few years back about televangelists or whatever, and how they like preach this doctrine of seed-based faith where like the amount of money you make is reflective of God's love for you.
Ooh. And that's partly because they preach something called the prosperity gospel, which argues that wealth is a sign of God's favor.
And like I think all of these people really buy into that shitty form of Christendom that is like kind of toxic and the opposite of what this Jew believes Jesus said.
Yeah, there's definitely something to that, because I'm looking, hold on, because we're gonna go back to Dana Chanel, and she has a similar video about money. Let me see if I can't find it. Where was it?
Yeah, I also wanna say like just like the homophobia and like that goes on. It's not hard to find. If any of these like big companies that they advertise with, like MTV's not a company. I'm pretty sure they're owned by like whatever large conglomerate owns like Nickelodeon and a bunch of other TV channels. Like if they knew who was advertising with them, they clearly don't care, because it wasn't hard for us dummies to find their like
yeah, well, there hasn't been any public
homophobia.
Outcry, and it's not that I'm encouraging our 4 listeners to
do something,
to start a riot over the rampant homophobia that's happening on sprinkleofjesus.com.
But like shit, it's not hard, guys. Fix this. Not you, Jesus. Sprinkle Jesus is allowed to do whatever it wants, but like don't let him advertise. That's shit.
Yeah, we're not telling you to bring these fuckers down. But if that's what you so choose to do based on the information we present to you this episode,
I just want to make it known that like there are people who can put a stop to this and no one is. I'm not gonna do it, but someone else totally should.
While we're on the topic of Christian entrepreneurs and money, here's a video from Dana Chanel, the CEO of Sprinkle of Jesus.
Another injustice I'd like to correct is that she's got like 4,000 subscribers and we got like 3.
Yeah,
like, that's also an injustice, I think, comparable.
So I'm not even going to ask you to subscribe to us. I would never advocate for that. But what I am suggesting is that if you find yourself subscribed to Dana Chanel,
unsubscribe.
Maybe find yourself a different way.
Find yourself a different YouTube channel to subscribe to.
I don't know.
Not even ours necessarily.
No, please don't make it ours, as a matter of
We're
fact.
bad. We make bad content.
Good content on YouTube. Why are you here?
I'm gonna plug. There's this YouTuber I really like. His name is John Boys. Subscribe to him. He's great. He makes like really fun videos about like sports oddities. And I'm sure our 4 listeners don't care about sports, but he's a good storyteller. I like John Boys.
Cool. Yeah. Check out what's it called? Reply All. That's a good podcast.
Yeah. Definitely listen to them. Stop listening to us right now and go listen to them.
This decision that you're making to continue listening to us makes no sense. Anyway. So, we're at Dana Chanel's channel. We're talking about Christian entrepreneurs and their relationship with money. Here's a video from her called What's in My Bank Account?
Oh. There's a lot there too. And I think it's a little bit. She's a woman of color. I don't know if she's Latina or black or both. I don't know. So I don't want to like tell her what she's doing is like bad for like people of color, but like she's telling people that the only way to like break generational trauma or like inherited poverty is to cast out anyone who doesn't make money. which I think is kind of a toxic ideology to espouse.
Yeah, even if you interpret it as less extreme than that, even just advocating for trusting people who are rich is not a great idea either.
Yeah, inherent trust in wealthy people is stupid because a lot of them are rich perverts. Just the idea that you should not listen to or cannot, you don't have anything to learn from anyone who has less money than you is stupid. And to believe that any ideology that espouses, they wouldn't listen to Jesus if this is what
right,
they believe.
That's true.
Jesus
that
was
an excellent point. No one would take Jesus's advice if everyone had this mentality, because Jesus had no money. So you would be like, Jesus, I hear what you're saying to me about heaven and everything, but what's in your bank account? And Jesus would be like,
let me look at your bank account. Pull up your bank account number. Open up that app. Open up the Wells Fargo app. Let me see what's in your bank account, your checkings account. Nothing. All right, Jesus, get the fuck out of here. That's what she's saying. Jesus was not preaching about, making money. He was give money to poor people, man.
Yeah, you're 100% correct. And something else that bothers me, for a much less woke reason.
Look at that red background.
Well, yeah.
Red brick background.
This is the same
studio.
Studio, probably. But what really bothers me is the video is titled, "What's in My Bank Account?" And we never learn.
Oh, shit, you're right.
We just never learn. She doesn't even tell us.
She always talks about how she's opening up her bank accounts.
Right, yeah. She
doesn't do it in this video.
She says that when people come to me...
If you are coming here to trust me...
And they ask me for advice...
To teach you about business...
At any point during the conversation...
At any point in time of our conversation...
They're allowed to ask me to open up my bank account.
To ask me to check my bank accounts.
And see how much money I have.
And she never does. And
but we never learn!
What is the one thing we can infer from that?
There are a lot of people out here pretending to be prosperous.
She's got $2 in there, baby!
She's got 8,000 million buckaroonies!
So, yeah, this is a depressing video to watch. It made me upset. I didn't enjoy watching it. Dana Channel, I don't like you. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna make a judgment call based on one video. I don't like you and your generic ass font.
Yeah, okay. So at this point in my research, I felt like I was stuck. I had learned a lot about Uncle Majic.
You had hit that
I
brick wall in
found
the
Dana
background.
Chanel. I had hit the red brick wall with the green screen in the background. I hit that wall. Yeah, I knew a lot about Dana Chanel. I discovered her, learned a lot about Sprinkle of Jesus and about her, learned a lot about Uncle Majic. The more I learned about these people, the more weird and twisted they seemed to be to me.
I feel like we've unearthed...
But I didn't find any connection.
We've unearthed a weird, gross underbelly, a very small, niche, gross underbelly, but yeah, I don't see...
We stumbled upon two weird people
There's
doing
a missing link
things.
Here.
And
I think you're going to reveal it to me.
And then I found this. This is another Dana Chanel video. This one is just called Sprinkle of Jesus.
It's 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
It is not a commercial. Once again, we are far, far from the point of this podcast. But we're going to watch Dana Chanel, Sprinkle of Jesus.
We're about to start the broadcast in a little while.
There he fucking is.
Dad, can I get my tea whitened for my birthday?
Dad.
No, they got it in the, mind you, I'm not gonna plug them. Oh my gosh, somebody's watching.
Oh my god.
There you go. So what did we just see, Jake?
There's a brief... It looks like it's an interlude to a live stream that's going to happen on Dana Chanel's channel. She's prefacing it. She's at some sort of family gathering. She mentioned something about her father being out of frame, trying to get him into frame. And lo and behold, who steps into frame?
Uncle Majic!
But Mr. Majic himself.
Uncle Majic is her dad.
Her father. And it makes sense.
You realize that makes Dana Chanel your cousin, right?
Yeah, it does. Dana Chanel is my homophobic cousin, which is really disheartening. But it makes sense because Uncle Majic alludes to his daughter frequently in his personal life on his Facebook account in his videos.
Yeah.
Talks about owning a company with his daughter, and for some reason I just didn't put one and one together to make Dana Chanel. Who's the mother?
I don't know. I didn't really look into it, honestly. I was satisfied once I figured this out. I don't know.
But
Uncle Majic is single, according to Facebook.
Yes, and it makes sense that both of these people have, like, weirdly poisonous ideologies about money and, like, just
also
bad opinions.
You'll notice that she starts the video by singing for no reason.
Start the broadcast in a little while.
Oh my god, it's genetic!
I want to see the wizard! The wonderful Wizard of Oz!
It's inherited. It's on the XY chromosome.
Dominant gene.
Oh, let's do a Punnett square for this shit. Oh my god, just it's bonkers. I mean, she looks a lot younger in this video. Whenever she's doing videos,
right, well, this is from 2014.
Even
so
she is.
I think she's only like 23-ish now.
I suppose that explains why she looks older in the more recent videos.
Yeah. You don't really think that she would be Uncle Magic's daughter, because Uncle Majic is a young-looking dude, and then she looks like a grown woman. So
I just assumed that...
You wouldn't really make that connection, necessarily.
Yeah. I assumed that she was, like, a spokeswoman or some, like, young upstart.
Well, she is.
I guess she is. So who is the driving force of this?
Right, yes, I asked myself that question, too. Who's supporting who in this relationship? Because maybe they're both wildly successful by themselves, but it feels to me like one of them has to be...
I feel like Uncle Majic is riding the coattails of his daughter, because she is like the CEO of the company that financed his commercials. And maybe Sprinkle of Jesus wasn't a big...
I don't know that Sprinkle of Jesus financed the commercials, they financed the app.
That's true.
So not necessarily the same thing. And then I'll look for it, but there's a Dana Chanel video about how she got enough money for her dad to retire. Right, I just saw it. We retired our mom at 23 and 24. So this is Dana Chanel and I guess her boyfriend or husband, and they're talking about how they're wildly rich and can afford to allow their parents to retire. So let's just...
And Dana already retired her father already, so...
Dana already retired her father already.
That's why he's nowhere to be found.
According to this video, Dana Chanel has made so much money that Uncle Majic is retired.
But then, it sounds like she is the driving force.
But then if you look at Uncle Magic's Facebook, he's saying that he's going out earning 100K on a good day, 45K on a bad day. So someone isn't being honest.
And the timeline is a little bit fishy. Why was he making commercials in 2017? We know for a fact he's making videos in 2017 because there's a commercial called Uncle Majic ad 2017.
Yes.
And this video in which they claim that he is retired is published early 2018. Why would he be making commercials if he's that close to retirement?
Yeah, see, it doesn't make sense. Someone isn't being honest. And then, okay, so the money, I just went to check. The money video was posted on June 8th, 2018.
So it looks like they're projecting this kind of aura of affluence and success.
Or someone is lying. Well, they're definitely both trying to project success. They both brag about how much money they're making.
Why wouldn't they both be lying?
That's entirely possible.
She never shows us her bank account, even when she claims she would. And her entire philosophy is predicated upon listening to her because she is rich, successful. Yeah. So she has to at least pretend to be successful. But why would you create this warped, perverted ideology if you can't back it up? You didn't have to make it this way.
Yeah, but then Uncle Majic also does have a lot of... Like, I'm assuming this is real money, and then there are other videos that we can watch in a little bit of,
Why would you assume it's real money?
I don't know. It could be fake.
I would assume it is fake.
But then there are videos of Uncle Magic's house. He lives in New Jersey, according to Facebook, and yeah, it looks like a nice house.
My thought is, though, like, I would combine that money with the photo shoot he did. Like, I'm assuming he played a cop in some bank heist short film.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
That's probably fake guns, a fake flak jacket, and fake money for a movie he was doing.
Yeah, that does make a lot of sense.
I don't buy any of them. I think they are con artist frauds who are projecting an aura of affluence and success in order to con people out of money and to make a living.
Yeah, well, we know that Uncle Majic lies. He straight up says that in the New York Times interview. That,
did he? I didn't read it.
Well, that he's the one that celebrities call for their kids' birthday parties,
but he's not.
That's
You're
a
right.
lie. He made a very intentional.
So they're liars who run a homophobic website, and
I don't know if Uncle Majic is involved with the homophobic website. Well, it's a Sprinkle of Jesus
raised
company.
a woman who's created a homophobic website.
Right. Well, and then I think that this explains why Uncle Majic isn't featured prominently on the website. Maybe because they don't want to give the appearance of nepotism.
Okay.
At least that's the only thing that makes sense to me, because it seems like they have a good relationship with each other.
Yeah, they show up in each other's vids. They do crossover.
Yeah, acts. And there are more pictures. I found this picture of Dana Chanel holding a big father's mug for Uncle Majic, and then Dana Chanel on Instagram also has a very nice post about her dad. Yep,
which is coming up.
Yeah, well, I don't know if it was for Father's Day, but it's just a post about how much she loves her dad, Uncle Majic. So they're on good terms with each other. So the only reason that I can think of why he wouldn't be on the website is because, like, she doesn't want to seem. Maybe she doesn't want to be seen as Uncle Magic's daughter. She doesn't want to give the illusion of being financed by him.
Okay.
Whether it's true or not, and maybe she also doesn't want it to look like there's any nepotism going on.
I just think they run a symbiotic con artistry corporation in which they feed off of each other's evils.
It's very plausible. I can't deny that. From everything I've seen, they are both at least a little bit slimy and at least a little bit willing to lie. So what's true and what's not, I do not know.
This is as far as the rabbit hole goes?
This is about as far as it goes, yeah. I don't know. Like, I wish I had more answers. When we ended Uncle Majic Part 1, I'm going to be honest, I had no idea
what we were getting into.
What we were going to find. I was just like, Sprinkle of Jesus, that's interesting. I'll look into that. We'll do it in Part 2.
Casually mentioned Part 2.
I had no idea what we would find, and I don't know if I'm missing anything or and I'm sorry if any of the information I gave you was wrong. I genuinely did try my best to do accurate research. I am not a journalist. I am not an investigative anything.
Just some guy with some free time.
So if you're one of the 5 people who listen to this, like, hour-long episode...
And you have some journalistic integrity...
And you realize something wrong, please let me know. And I really do want to be accurate, especially because we're kind of slandering these people.
Oh yeah, we say some horrible things about them.
And I think that they deserve it, but I don't know.
So Dan, I have a question for you.
Okay.
What would you rate this commercial?
What's the scale?
I don't know. Sprinkle of Jesus to dollop of Jesus. What would you rate it?
I gotta give it a Christlum.
I'm Uncle Majic, the hip-hop magician, and I accepted Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. Amen. Glory to God. Jesus.